They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Bears, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. So there you go, Charles. We heard the rumblings that he wasn't happy with how he was being utilized, and I think this will silence him for a little while, at least for the time being. His first catch, a touchdown.
This feels like it had all the makings of being one of those stories that pops up and goes away pretty. Things change for the better. It's not very long for him either. He's got to be excited.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a tough 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try to do to slow him down?
I think for him is take advantage of the few opportunities he gives you. He's not going to throw very many interceptions, so if you get a chance to get your hands on the ball, you better take it. But if you can get him off the field on third down, that is a huge one. Be able to blanket receivers, knock the ball free, but get off the field because the longer that drive goes, he's going to put it in the end zone.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be complete to the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 7-7, our score after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on second down, Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Back to throw, Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. Mason. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on fourth down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
First down, a run with Cohen. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And Graham on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. on the handoff. Dillon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44, Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. makes the grab. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Off play action, Fields. And left side here, it's Graham. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Fields on first down. That is caught by Cohen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And the Bears are very happy to have Tarik Cohen back for situations just like this. 150 catches combined in 2018 and 19, but hurt his knee in week 3 a year ago. Having his shifty moves and great hands, a terrific asset for their offense.
Gets this to his running back, Tarik Cohen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Santos' kick is up and through. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. A game. Of 6 there on first.
Check. Check. 59.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Just like that.
One play action. Fields.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 59 mark, check, 59.
Now Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. Here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And down inside the
15 shy of the 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
From the 29, Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Now it's Fields.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Touchdown, Packers! Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Mike, check, 59. We go. Check, nickel.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
On 1st down, it's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert.
His fifth touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Santos with the extra point, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
On first down, Herbert. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Slant to Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. To throw is Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensive.